Hey everyone, Heartless here bringing you guys another StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void daily match. This is going to be a good one because it comes to us from IEM Taipei. So spawning in the top right hand position, playing as our Red Terran, it is ByuN. Check out that mineral line, the workers doing their jobs. Okay, spawning in the bottom left hand position, playing as our Blue Protoss, it is SOS. Those probes doing that job too. Alright. So, I'm expecting a really good match. ByuN SOS are really good players in their respective races. Some of the top. That's one of the reasons why they made it to so far in IEM. So, we're going to see a really good match. Alright, SOS sending out a relatively early scout. Not the earliest, but yeah, this isn't going to be any type of proxy because there's the gateway already. So, no proxy gateways. As a matter of fact, it's something that you don't see very often anymore as a proxy gateway, and well, dadgummit, they're just fun. Anyway, the probe is going to go ahead and start getting to work on this SCV and getting him down into the orange too, maybe being able to get a kill. He's going to go ahead and run away. And okay, so his friend is going to continue the job on for him, but this probe is just going to continue working on these SCVs. This probe has a vendetta against them. Apparently, one of them maybe insulted his honor or something. This probe is just doing lots of good harassment, keeping this SCV, the second SCV, off the line for a good amount of time. Each SCV is typically about 5 minerals for every 5 seconds, so pretty much a mineral a second, and he's kept him off this line for about half a minute already. And so, you know, 30 minerals, 45 minerals is what that's going to cost. ByuN at this point, not the biggest of anything, but still, you know, nice little pick-off being able to delay that mining for that amount of time. Seriously, this probe has a horrible vendetta. Is he attacking the building now? Yes, he is. This probe is just so pissed off at the Terrans for some reason. I'm not sure why. Alright, behind all of this, what is SOS doing? Well, it was a gateway expand. And as for ByuN, it was a barracks expand with a reactor. And this is something that we typically see actually quite often. Uh-oh, is this probe going to live? No! These Marines were so mad at what the probe was able to do to ByuN that they killed him with extreme prejudice. Anyway, this is typically what we're seeing most often nowadays, is not any type of Reaper build or Reaper expand, but a reactor on the barracks and into some form of quick drop. Maybe not always the quickest of drops, but maybe some preparing for some type of timing. Being able to get a good sizable Marine force up in case of Oracle or Raz or something to that effect. So, pretty standard builds from both of them. However, from SOS, we did see the Stargate. Sorry I failed to mention that. And we're going to see an Oracle out of this. I'm not fully sure if this is going to be able to do a whole lot of damage because ByuN already has a sizable force of Marines out. I think, is that 6? Yeah, 6 Marines should easily be able to deal with this. Good positioning on the supply depot, being able to have that early detection against an Oracle coming in from this direction. Hopefully he'll keep his Marines around here. That way the Oracle can't get any damage done. However, if SOS does catch ByuN with his army out of position, 2 Marines are not going to be able to hold an Oracle. An Oracle can take them out. So ByuN has to be careful about this, and especially his natural, because there is literally 0 defense right now at his natural, and the Oracle is inbound. Let's see if the Oracle is going to be able to go to the natural, or if it's going to try and stick around the main. We'll find out here in just a second. One thing he also has to be careful about is, there it is, I saw that he built it, is the Widow Mine. Be careful that you don't fly into the Widow Mine. And the Oracle is going to... No! The Oracle does! Wonderful pickoff for ByuN. Oh, that is a great pickoff for ByuN, being able to stop that Oracle, because, oh, that would have been devastating had the Oracle actually been able to do its job in killing a bunch of SCVs. One Oracle can end up changing the outcome of a game. That was a beautiful pickoff by a Widow Mine. I like this decision with Phoenix. Phoenix are a great unit. Run away, probe! Don't die! Phoenix are a great unit that I'd like to see more of in Protoss vs. Terran, because they have the ability to deny the healing potential of medevacs. I cannot say enough about this. I will say a little bit more about it after this engagement. The Marines are going to start running up the ramp. And with this amount of adepts, can SOS hold this? I'm not fully sure. ByuN is going to go ahead and he's going to bring his, excuse me, bring his army into the mineral line of SOS, start getting a bunch of probe kills, and they're just going to start targeting down the adepts. The probes are dead. 8 probes at this point. However, the Phoenix do pick off the medevac, and now these last Marines are left to die, and they should end up getting cleaned up. Yes, they do. That was, for 8 probes, not horrible, but losing in a medevac an entire regiment of Marines does hurt. But for the price of 8 probes and being able to pretty much even out the worker count, considering the SOS had taken his 3rd already, sorry, I forgot to mention that. That is pretty nice, actually. Now, as I was saying, ByuN really likes to go biotank. And sometimes he'll throw in Marauders, depending on what kind of composition he sees. Sometimes it may be just purely Marine tank. But when it comes to playing this, medevacs are so incredibly important because of the ability of moving tank-evacs, which is being able to pick up a tank as it is sieged, the healing potential that they offer. Medevacs in general are so important when you go with this kind of composition because that healing potential is so critical when it comes to the time of engagement. Sometimes what you'll see is someone baiting out possibly a storm from the Protoss player right after a stim goes down from the Bioforce, which really begins to take down the energy on the medevacs themselves. So being able to expend any energy of these medevacs is so critically important and so good to be able to do. Now, SOS is going to be going with Templar and with Storm. I like this decision because Storm does a lot of damage to Bio. It can get a lot of really good damage in general done. Along with +1/+1 on the way, a robotics facility. Timing on this, I think I'd like to see maybe a few Templars out, a few more Templars. I think he has a couple right now. Yeah, he has 1. I think I'd like to see a couple more Templars out before putting that robo down, but that's all right. I mean, he's the pro. He knows what his build is. He knows what he's doing. And one of the things that he is doing is moving the adepts into the mineral line of ByuN, getting a good couple SCV kills, getting 2 so far, possibly a couple more, 3, 4, and the psionic transfer completes. But not before he's able to get 4 SCV kills and expend some energy. Now, like I was saying, with this force with 2 medevacs, I think 4 medevacs now, this healing potential is so important for this army because if there's no healing at all, one storm can be completely decimating depending if a stim has already been dropped if there is no healing potential. And I think that's what this might end up coming down to, is the healing potential of these medevacs. They're going to either be good or bad. And here they go, moving right into a choke, and Storm is done, and 2 storms get down. Ooh, not killing anything, but severely weakening this army. And now the medevacs, this is where it comes into play. Their energy is going to start depleting a little bit. If ByuN is able to take another engagement, possibly bait out another stim, this could be very good for him. But as long as these medevacs stay strong with healing potential, this Bioforce should go relatively unchecked. And all the High Templar get caught out of position. 1 storm drops, a couple Marines die, and 1 Marauder, but that's it. And the medevacs get back to healing. And this army for ByuN is doing so much damage. I feel like this 4th base of SOS might have been a little bit premature. I think he should have got a few more pieces of army, sorry, a few more stalkers, a couple more adepts, and maybe a High Templar or 2 out before putting that down. And now the army for ByuN is just beginning to charge on through. The photon overcharge is baited and is taken out on the pylon. ByuN is just charging into this. This 4th base of SOS is going to fall, and there isn't much left for SOS at this point. I think he expanded a little bit too early, and these medevacs, they are out of energy, so he does have to be careful about this. But I don't think there's enough army here to deal with this. I just don't think there's enough here. Oh, and the Widow Mine. Oh, so close, and there it is, GG. SOS realizing he didn't have anything to deal with ByuN's army. Very well played by ByuN. The heroes in that one were the medevacs. The heroes in that battle was the heals. That was fantastic. If that was 2 medevacs as opposed to 4, I think SOS would have won that and kept his 4th base alive, been able to pump out a lot more production and take out ByuN, but because of those 2 extra medevacs. So much healing potential, kept that army alive to be able to take down the 4th, and be able to start pushing up the 4th before, right when SOS ended up GGing. That was so well played by ByuN. Very valiant attempt by SOS. Very valiant attempt. I like the composition that he did. That it was just really good. Anyway, wonderful match. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Please remember to tell your friends about me. Please remember to go check out EnochProductions.com. He is the guy that turns out the awesome music at the end. And please remember to follow me on Facebook, Twitch, and on Twitter. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out.